Hey everyone, this is Flat Nut here, and my YouTube channel is Gone Bad Dog 123. This is another scenario. We're going to do a Brenna Park. That's where we're heading to, and we'll see where we at by hitting number 9. We're going to center the player, and we're at the Oceanside Main 1 terminal. Yeah, sorry about that if you heard that in the distance. I had to cough there. So we're going to hit the 9 to come back to our train car. We're going to be doing like in reverse mode. And this is the rear of the train if it's heading from LA to San Diego. And they do a cab forward engine wise going the other. So we'll see if any of these buttons. Alright, we got a cab light. Turn the cab light on. Flash and ditch lights, that's the blinkies. There's your headlights. Turn them on. See if we have any more up here. This is the first thing I do before I do a career mode. I make sure I know where all the switches is. This is your horn. Sander control for wet tracks or starting on a hill. Here's your reverse mode. This combination brake and throttle, which is one with a forward is your power, the other is your reverse traction going downhill, and of course your brakes here. And let's see what this, as far as we can bend down here. So it's dealing with something, but I can't. Let's see if we turn the screen here a little bit. Alright, that's your auto brake. That's your brake control here. Alright, it's sitting on full service now, so we'll get ready to roll here. We don't need the ditch lights here. We'll turn them off. Alright, we turn them off. So we'll toot the horn, let everybody know we're getting ready to move out. (13 or 25% power, no more than that. If you're doing career mode, you'll get wheel slippage. So we'll get rolling here. And since this is going straight to Brenna Park, it won't have no destination stops for you to do on the screen. You only got one stop. You're in a quick drive mode where the pass has been set to your final destinations. You're free to stop at other stations such as picking up passengers. It will complete once you're at your final destination. So no time. I'm not going to be doing the whole 65 miles, so I'm just going to show the ins and out of this train set for instructions. So that's all the switches that you'll need to know. Here's your start and stop button and shutdown button, which is over here, your green, or your emergency brake. And if this light here comes on, you hit the letter Q. That's your loader button, and that lets the dispatcher know that you're alive and awake and got control of the train. There's other spots. You hit the number 3. That shows your rear of the train. Number 4, that's your outside view. Number 5 be your in the train car itself. They got pretty good detail on it. And if it's raining, you see the rain streaming down the window just like you would be in real life. You jump back here to your engine. Now you can jump into your other engine. Let me take that back. We hit the there's your reverse engine, the one that you're in now. That's on the tail end engine of your unit. Hit your other arrow, jump back up in the front. So we got a lot of speed limits coming up. Well, we have a 40 coming up. Should have some console lights, dual lights. So we're going to be pulling the power back a little bit. Now you hold your left mouse button down. That's where you're. We'll keep it under 40 right now until we get past this 40 speed limit. I always keep my finger on the Q button, so when this comes on, I can turn it off without stopping my train. Now we'll go ahead and pick the speed up. This might be the same as the other F59PH, the Surfliner train. This is the old style Metro link on this one. See, now the controls are working in here. Don't show no speed or nothing. Kind of cool to watch the outside view going backwards. There's the inside and the front. This is leading tail end going in the reverse mode. We'll drop out here a little bit. You in the reverse mode going to LA. That's what I had set up. I could have done the engine mode forward or engine mode reverse. We're gonna get caught by this one. Wasn't watching my speed limit. Hope we don't derail. Wasn't watching my speed. Now see how long that brake stayed on without the power on? Now you watch how much quicker it goes off. See, it's just 40 miles an hour for that switch, which I didn't catch. This is the mode I normally watch when I'm doing my train simming. I know people like to see the visual on it. Got good detail on the train. See the rivets. We'll get back up in the train doing so I can watch what I'm doing here, my speeds and stuff. See, if you're doing that in career mode, it would have yanked some points away from you. Letter V will be for your wipers, or you can click on here, V. Here's your outside view, one side. Here's the reverse, your little cabin. That's basically the only ones I use, or you can use a view outside on both of your, what you see your train symbol. Give you both sides, or the inside view. I keep my finger on the cue, like I said earlier, in case this lights up. Now you can roll your mouse wheel and zoom in on the signals ahead of time so you can see your signals. Makes you look like you're slowing down. Then you scroll back out. It makes you look like you're running the actual speed. That's the sound you would hear. Two long, one short, one long, unless somebody's doing some filming. I watch a lot of YouTube videos with the train sets or real life trains that gentlemen go out there and videotape and upload on YouTube. The engineers will sit there and toot at them. See, none of the others, but all this would be useful in real life. You probably can't open the doors. If you did, you'll see like a little hand symbol. Holding down the right mouse button or click button. Won't none of them open unless you see the little hand symbol. You don't see that on the window over here, so it won't open. This color code here shows you how fast you're running. Alright, we got a 40 coming up, so I'll be ready for this one. Still a green light. We'll leave a little bit of power on it. Now you can look at your map real quick, center your player, then you scroll out a little bit and right click down, and you see we're going to be merging into a single track. So it's going to have to be slowed down to 40. So we'll add a little bit of brake, take it off. I've noticed on the other PH, F59 PH, if you leave power on, your brakes won't stay on like they're stuck. This here, you put it on, and take it off, it releases quicker. So I'm almost down my 40 mile an hour already. Still got power on it, but we may not have to touch the brakes. We're about a half a mile away from going back to single track. So if I do have to touch the brakes, it'll be very minimum. See, that little bit done knocked me down to under 39 miles an hour. And even with the power on, I've lost 2 mile an hour. Now I'm gaining it back. So we're going downhill, so we're just Keep a little bit of brake on it. Maybe 40 for just making this switch. It might go back up to 90. But we have to watch this speed here. Now here the squealing means you're close to that 40 mile an hour speed. Speed might go back up to 90. Yeah, there we went. Just for that switch. B's for your bell, and you have your sander here. There's your door. Hit the letter T, or you can hit this button here. And all these others here I don't use. You can take a screenshot, do an outside view, take a screenshot, see it pops up there on your screen. Go back inside. Now you can upload them, I guess in Steam itself. I haven't seen my screenshots, so I very seldom take screenshots. I do a lot of train videos. I'll do a Steam one here to show you how to operate the Steam. I had to go online to figure out how to learn how to drive steam train. Once I learned how, and it's simple. It's simple now. Just as easy as driving a diesel locomotive or electric. So you can zoom in and see quite a ways before you can tell what color the light is. So long as you see green, you know the line's clear. If you see a yellow, or two yellow if you're doing the British ones, so you go through that one switch, it's yellow. In the American one, the next signal here would be red, so you know you'd have to stop for this red one. So long as it's showing green, you may see another one halfway in the middle, which you see, but it's on the opposite side. You won't see these signals here. Well, that ain't the actual signal, it's a bridge overpass. Now you may see this one here. Now I could use the dynamic brake, pull it all the way to 0. Yeah, it'll take a little bit the time to go into reverse mode. See, now it's showing negative. You hear that whining sound? That's your dynamic. And you pull it up to 0. It takes a while for the whining sound to go away. Then you can add higher. Yeah, you probably heard me coughing. I try to eliminate some of the coughing by taking the mic away from my face there, so don't hear all the background. But this far as this will turn on either side, so it don't give you too much view. The engine in reverse, your reverse engine, you can see, you can turn around and look backward, but you can't look out. Probably can't work now the controls back here. Can't move the visor either. I wish Steam would show what the actual speed is and the engine power on the multiple units. So, but basically that's all this is. When you see the slash bar here, power forward, dynamic braking in reverse. Even on the British models, that's the negative traction motor reverse. So we're gonna have probably another change here where you can look here. We hit the number 9 key. We're center of our player, and scroll up. The next signal. See, it's gonna split. So we gotta go from single to a double. So we're right at the speed limit right now, so we'll pull it back down to 25. But if it's, like I said earlier, if it lights up, hit the letter Q, it won't slow you down. So right now this track is dead flat. So we may have to tap the brake to slow down to 60 miles an hour. Yeah, we're still picking up a little bit of speed. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap it, slow it down a little bit. So I tapped it a little bit too long and then lost about 4 or 5 miles an hour. But I'm still running at 25% power, so I'm not gonna lose that much between 60 and 90. In fact, I may have to pull my power down to 13, not 0, 13. Now see how much this bounced around? It probably wouldn't give you no negative score, but it would comfort level in the train when you do your final stop. I'm gonna make this and here's a short video for this unit in the reverse mode. This is the way I chose to operate this train for this unit, for this short route. In real life, I've seen the train engine going forward and the cab end going in reverse the other way. I've seen it done both directions. If we have a first stop coming up here, we'll look on our map here, center our player. We'll scroll out a little bit and see if we see a station coming up. No station there. No station. No station. May have one there. Yeah, we'll stop at San Clemente Pier. Hit the 9 again. And we got another speed reduction. We'll leave a little bit of power on. Well, this going downhill, we may not have to leave we'll leave the power on. We'll just pull the power down, speed down a little bit. And if this was steeper, I'd have the dynamic braking going on. Well, we couldn't, since I got the speed, just try dynamic braking. I see the dynamic braking doesn't slow me down. We won't need much on this one here. Now when we take it off, we're well below the 60, so we won't need it. It's going to speed up some, but it's not going to shouldn't overshoot our 60. We tap the brake a little bit. Now it might be a difference now since I don't have no power on. It still releases quick. Sometimes it does and sometimes it don't. I always like to leave power on minimum 30 or 13 I should say. See, we're well below our 60, so we're not hurting on speed. In career mode you wouldn't get no points taken away from you. And we may have to slow down a little bit for our 60 for our next speed limit change. That hissing sound means you're close to the speed for this curve for this track. It might hiss on this one too, so you're getting close to that 60. Yep, you hear the hissing? It means you're up close to the sound, to the angle of the track. So once it starts going away from the straightening out, the sound will go away. So you don't have no power in this unit. All the power is coming from the rear unit. I believe there's no engine in the front unit. I'm pretty sure it's not. And we'll have a speed reduction of 40. What I normally do, I either have it on 13% or 25% when I'm slowing down for my speed changes, and coming into a station I have a minimum of 13% on it. So we don't have to lose 20 miles an hour so we shouldn't have to leave the brakes on very long. You see that the motion of the train slow down? Then it just kind of oozes forward on you. So we're still over a half mile away. So we just do a little bit at a time. So if we do it one more time, we'll knock it down under our station's coming up anyway that we're going to be stopping at. So do one more time to knock it down under the 40. You let it off now and it'll slow down. So we'll take it down to 13. So that's all we should have to do on the brakes to come into the station that we're coming into. One long, short, long to the crossing. So we'll just keep this 13% and ease on into the station. And when we get 0.25 or 0.35 away from the station, we can hit the letter B for the bell, which they sound the bell coming into the station. The ones I've seen on YouTube video, that gentlemen that they're taping to put up online. They go out to the do live train videos. So they're watching taping the train as it goes by and coming into the stations. So if I was in career mode, I try to stay as close to the timeline. If I know I'm ahead, I can kind of coast in, but it shouldn't really be that much pressure. I know a lot of Amtrak is running an hour and 2 hours behind, but doing it on the train sim, you shouldn't have to be that tight of time, where you can still make the schedule stop without being too awful late. Now, if you're over 5 minutes late, you ought to get not approved. Alright, we turn our bell on, leave our power on a little bit, let the power come down, speed come down, let her coast a little bit. This way this brake doesn't stay on that much. You can always add brakes once you get in close to the station itself. So you got another crossing coming up, but it may be after the station stop. Add a little bit, take it off. A little bit, take it off. Now this might be a short stop, so you might not get all your cars in there. So as long as you still got power on, you're not losing a lot of speed. You can always put your brakes on after you get into the station. Yeah, but might not get all the train cars in there because this station's not long enough. But as long as you get to the last one, your engine don't have no doors, so as long as you get the last green one in there, hit the letter T, that opens your doors, and this one, look down at the last. See, we didn't quite get the last car in there, but that's okay. When the doors close, I think they already closed. So that's the end of this scenario for the number 2 Metro in the reverse cab Ford. So I'll be putting up I've got plenty of engines. You guys want me to show you how to operate them, what I learned, by trial and error. It'll save you guys a lot of headaches. So leave a comment, and if it helps you, let me know. Leave a comment saying that it helped you a lot on how to drive this unit. So we go ahead and turn the bell off, and you can power down the train, turn the lights off. So like I said, leave a comment, and let me know which train set you're having trouble with. I'll check my website and my likes and dislikes and comments. So leave me a message, and I'll if it's one that you having trouble with, let me know what it is. I more likely do have it. So and I'll do a short tutorial on it and put it on my channel, Going Bad Dog 123, and you can watch the video and learn how to drive it. Hope this helped out a lot of people, and we'll see you in the next video.